chosen ones, empaths, and the genuine souls out there. These narcissists that are involved in your life took your kindness, your loyalty, your love, your empathy as you are dependent upon them. Okay? They misinterpreted this. This is often why you'll see discards occur as well, and reverse discards occur, because they think you're dependent upon them. Okay? They've got a combination of narcissistic injuries that have been inflicted. You've grated on them. They're also losing control, right? Because they're getting a potent supply source from you. But they also have a consciousness that tells them that you can't live without them. Okay? This is their ego. Makes them think this, that you can't live without them, you can't go on without them. So they make a good job of trying to destroy you in the process. So the ending of the relationship, they try to destroy you with everything. They throw everything they've got at you. Okay? And still they're not content. They throw everything they've got at you, and when they get an inkling that they haven't destroyed you, right? Or that you're healing, this frustrates them, incredibly frustrates them. So when you think of the lengths of where all of you collectively are heading towards, some of you are there already, in being happy and content without the narcissist, no longer desiring the narcissist in your life, feeling happy and content. They despise your progress. They hate the progress that you've made. You are meant to stay stuck. You are meant to stay there. Do you know how many supplies they've got on the shelf? Do you know how many supplies they've got where they could just go back to their lives? Be different, okay? Don't be the one that they can come back to in 10 years, or they can come back to in 5 years, or whatever, right? Don't be the narcissist. Don't be the supplier who they can just come back to, okay? You've got to go on a journey now. Do not look for external validation from other people to achieve happiness. This happiness that you're going to get is going to come from within. You're going to go through the dark night. Some of you will go through the dark night of the soul. You're going to be at breaking point. You're going to be so down. And I'm telling you, you emerge stronger from this. And you've got to become disgusted by the narcissist, right? You've got to see it for what it really is. This is nothing that, look, you're not perfect, but this is not something you did or you done. This is someone that has a lot of issues, right? A lot of issues. They're very unstable, okay? And they thought that you're going to stay stuck over them, right? And you're not. You're not going to stay stuck, okay? It might feel like where you're at now in your journey, who I'm speaking to, it might feel like you're stuck, or you've been thinking about them too long, or you should move on, right? Honestly, all of these things are counterproductive, right? Don't move on too soon. You know, even if you spend a period of time alone, you're gonna emerge stronger and brighter. I'm telling you, you've just got to get through. You're gonna go through the dark days, but you was involved. Think of this, right? Think how severe this is, right? You was involved in a relationship, right? For however long the period lasted in your mind before you're awoken, or you thought you was in a somewhat decent relationship, right? And really it was someone that was draining you, manipulating you, abusing you. So this process that you go through after, when you're feeling hurt, when you're feeling lost, when you're feeling confused, when you feel like you need closure, and you're hurting, and you're in a dark place, and they've caused trouble in your life, and you're in a dark place, this is actually progress. You see, this is progress that you're making. You don't realize it's happening, but you're making progress, and you're going to battle through this. You're going to battle through this, and you're going to get to a place of happiness and contentment. And when you're there, it's a really good place to be. And that's why I say you don't really have time for distractions now. Now that you've just given a proportion of your life to the narcissist, it's not necessary for you to meet someone new and start distracting yourself again, right? Without knowing someone properly, without knowing them to a certain extent, right? Because there's just so many toxic narcissists out there, and toxic individuals, and psychopaths and sociopaths, and all of that. They're all out there. So many of them out there. Okay, so I think it's the best possible way, right, for you to heal is choosing the solitary path and going through the dark night of the soul, going through the emotions, going through everything, right? Don't look to fill your cup from external validation, right? Don't look to fill your cup from external validation. Those dark nights don't last forever. You're going to see in the comment section, you're going to see people saying they've made it through, they were there, you know, they're going to give you words of encouragement. You're going to see people say that. Maybe not on this video, and other videos alike. They're going to say these sort. You see this theme in the comment section because these people have been through it. Okay? There's been people, you know, suicidal ideations, like gonna give it all up because what a narcissist done to their life. And they're not weak, you know, they just could not see the light, you know. And many of them have come away from it. They've seen the light, just a small part of it that God intervened, or the universe intervened and stopped them from going through with it. But there are many chosen ones, empaths, genuine souls, unawakened empaths and stuff like that, that have gone through with actually taking their own life, right? And some of them have succeeded in doing so, right? And this is how bad it is, right? This is how low you can go, right? So if any of you in that place, right, just remember that you can get through this, right? You can actually get through this. And as difficult as it may seem, you're not given anything you can't handle. And I know you might not believe that, but you're not given anything you can't handle, right? And you just gotta get through the day, right? Get through the day. If it happens during the day, get through the day. Try to get through to the next day. You got to understand, in that moment of where you might have suicidal ideations, or you might be feeling in a low place, right? That will pass just by you know, if it happened in the night, you know, getting through to the next hour, seeing things why you should be in this life, seeing how it's no benefit, and they're gonna gloat, they're gonna feel accomplished. You know, that's how sick and deranged they are. They would feel accomplished if you took your own life over them, right? So please, none of you do that. I know this was meant to be talking about your happy and content period, but some of you are in a place where you're not there yet, and it might be very hard for you to see that right now, okay? But it is going to happen, without a doubt, right? You're actually being rewarded by having this narcissist out of your life, and it don't seem like that. It really don't seem like that when you're in hurt and confusion and in pain. It really don't seem like you're being rewarded. You think, how could this possibly be a blessing, right? But it is a blessing. To have that narcissist that was involved in your life out of your life for good is truly a blessing. It is a big, big blessing. And you're going to get to the point of contentment and happiness. And some of them are going to try and hoover. Some of them are going to do indirect things, you know, direct things, temperament checkers. And they're going to know that you're healed and you're happy and you're content and you're moved on, right? Not necessarily with someone else, but you've moved on in life away from that chapter. You don't want to go back to that chapter. You see them for what they are. You don't want to give them the time of day. You don't want to have a conversation with them. You don't want to talk things through. You've lost that desire. This drives them crazy. Okay? And it's what I'm saying. You may be in that dark place right now, like I was talking about. But you are going to emerge stronger than ever. Just through time, you learn how to deal with this. You're going through an adjustment. Okay? You're going through an adjustment. narcissists can cause incredible amounts of confusion, incredible amounts of sorrow and pain and hardship in people's lives, right, after they're gone. Not necessarily just because your heart's yearning for them, but they can do all sorts of things to cause you pain, right? You even they even, like, even with the social media, some of you are in a cycle of where you're looking at the social media. I know this is off topic, but you're in a cycle of where you're looking at the social media and they're provoking you through that. But narcissists will keep trying to do things, or they'll bait you, or they do hacking, or they do these things, right? They do all sorts of types of things, right, to keep the attention on them, and prevent your healing and prevent your rise, because you're going to reach that place of contentment and happiness, and they are going to despise this progress that you're going to make. They're going to absolutely despise this progress. So I want you to know that as a group of empaths, chosen ones, and genuine souls, you are going to make it through to this place, right? It's not a fantasy, This is life without them. Life is without them, right? Life is without them, and you will see that crystal clear. And please take my advice. Do not affiliate with people, that you don't know. Don't affiliate with people too soon. People don't understand this path, okay? Everyone relies on external validation. Not everyone, but majority of people rely on external validation to feel sufficed, to say, right? To feel accomplished. They need external validation. And if you break from that mindset during the healing journey and focus within and emerge through the darkness, right, into the light, you're going to be so content in life. Right? You're going to be so content. And I see it in the comment section. Many people agree. Right? They say, yeah, they're happy in their own company. They're not looking for nothing else. This is the way that perhaps something organically might occur with someone in the future, right? Something natural and authentic, right? Without just relentlessly trying, being on dating apps, relentlessly trying to hook up or doing all this thing. It's a very big. I understand the people that do that and they seek companionship, and it's just a path that you don't necessarily need to go down, right? It's a path you necessarily don't need to go down. So I don't want you to feel like, it's been X amount of time that you haven't been with anyone and all of that. Like, it's been this period of time that you've been single for this period of time, and it's causing you anxiety and stress and pressure. You don't need to let it. There's a superpower in being alone. Right? There's a superpower in being alone. And I believe that all of you will emerge stronger and victorious through being alone. It doesn't need to last forever. But there's an incredible amount of healing after narcissistic abuse to, engage with. An incredible amount of healing that needs to take place. And that should be your main focus in bettering yourself from this experience. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.